my name is Kara, and welcome to my channel, Manifesting Alchemy, or welcome back if you've been here before. I don't like to think of myself as a manifestation coach or a guru. I just like to think of myself as a friend talking to another friend. Like I've said in my past videos, I want to share knowledge and experiences and information that I've gained over the past 7 years where I have seen a positive, consistent results in my life as well as in other people's lives. I make my videos a little bit boring so that way you have something to listen to, kind of like a podcast style, while you're doing your dishes, walking your dog, being the most productive that you can be. Who knows, maybe in the future they'll be fun and interesting, but for right now, this is the way it is, just because I want to put my message out there and share the information I have. I know what it's like to feel stuck and stagnant and desperate and wanting knowledge and information to move and shift states and spending a ton of money on programs from other manifestation coaches and wanting those results so bad that you're willing to do anything. You don't have to be like that. And I'm here to share information with you so that even today, right now, you can have the results that you want or start working towards it. Give you the information so that you can start working towards it. I hate to give anybody a time frame on manifestation because honestly, it's up to you. It's how long it takes for you to work through your subconscious blocks to allow that new story to come into your life and to drop the old story. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I had this idea I was going to do a video every day, and that really didn't happen. So I got sidetracked with my new project that I'm working on, my small business. I've never had a small business before, and learning all the ins and outs takes a lot of time and energy, but it is my passion and I absolutely love it. Also, having a YouTube channel and researching how to make it grow can be a business on its own, and the time that I spend looking at what works and doesn't work and wanting to give the most genuine, helpful information out there to positively help other people. That is my intention. That is why I do videos. So when I want to do a new video, usually what is my catalyst is when enough people come to me asking me questions about a certain topic, saying something related, and then I'm like, you know what, yeah, I'll share information about what I know. So today's video is on circumstances and how they absolutely don't matter. Circumstances, no matter what the circumstance is, I believe doesn't matter. It's that you believe that it matters is what you have to look at. So somebody was coming to me asking me about why they're manifesting a happy relationship with their brother, wondering why I don't have a happy relationship with my brother yet. And like, even just that tells me, I'm like, well, you just manifested it. Why don't you? You're manifesting the why instead of you have a happy relationship with your brother. That's your story, is that you still don't have it, that you're in lack. That is what, you're holding on to so that you're not able to have that bridge into the new state, because you can't have the two states. I'll say it 100 more times. It is so important to think that you can have two, and thinking that you're going to manifest and knowing that's not true. You have to have one or the other. You can't have two states. You can't walk around talking about, terrible your brother is and how he's done all this bad things to you your whole life, when you want to manifest a different version of a harmonious relationship where you get along, you see his good qualities and he sees your good qualities as well. You have to drop the old story and you have to let it, the new story, come about. What can keep you from the new story and the new state are subconscious blockages. If you're still angry and you're still holding on to the anger from your previous conflicts, you're not going to be able to move and shift states and have a good result. And you won't be solid in your new story. You can easily move back into that old state. So you got to be confident, and you have to go. My favorite thing to do with conscious manifesting is going, is it possible? It's not the how, it's is it possible? Is it physically possible for me to have this, whatever I desire? And if I'm like, okay, it's physically possible, that person's still alive and breathing, or yeah, there is enough whatever money out there in the world, whatever it is that you desire in your heart, is it possible to have it? And if you're like, yeah, it's physically possible, then for me, it doesn't matter the how. It's dropping the old story and allowing the new story to come into play. And you don't have to visualize Or you don't have to avoid thinking about it. People often ask me that too. Kara, do I have to spend hours and hours visualizing? I try really hard visualizing. Well, that sounds like lack energy. If you're trying really hard to do anything, that's not beneficial to anybody, especially you. You're going to drain all your energy and your focus and keep you from other things that you could be doing in the meantime. Because if you know you're solid and you're like, it's possible, I can have it, I'm willing to allow it to flow into my life, then you don't have the resistance and you don't have the fear and the panic that you would if you were holding on to the circumstances and why you can't have what you desire. So you have to be willing to drop that to have the new state. That is the bridge to move past the circumstance, for sure. All these things are super important to analyze. What is your story? You might have to write it down so that way you can be solid in your story. And you might have to really examine what are the subconscious blocks that you have, that you're holding on to, of why you cannot have what you want. So if you're like, I've been manifesting for a year this specific person or this new job or whatever it is, and you feel like you cannot have it, why do you feel like you cannot have it? Do you feel like you're not worthy of it? Or do you feel like it's just way up there and you can't reach that? Are you willing to accept? This is what I like. This is another one of my favorite, I call it hacks to move into a different state. Knowing that we have multiple states, are you willing to believe there is a version of you that already has that and is willing, that you're willing to move into that state, that you are that person now, that you can move into that state? And I often say too, when I feel like something feels like a huge obstacle, I'm like, well, I know there's a version of me out there that is confident and strong and know what I want to do. So I'm just going to allow myself to be in that and to be a magnet to that version. Also, if I go into the old panic and the downward spiral of what I feel like the circumstances are, I say, oh, well, that used to be my circumstance, and now things work out for me in my favor because I'm always attracting the right state. I'm always attracting the right opportunity in my life. And that is one thing that helps me work through blockages. It's not such a big thing and a heavy burden that I have to carry around, because I'm like, oh, well, I know I can do it. And I know that it's possible. And I don't have to think about it or not think about it. If you're so busy not thinking about something that it's also taking up your energy, if you feel like you want to think about it, that's fine too. And you're like, oh, you can also say to yourself, I don't really have to think about this right now because it's already taken care of. And I'm busy doing other things that I do enjoy, or becoming the best version of you. And knowing that there are other things that you can put your energy towards and focus, and not have to keep your mind in your story that you don't have something. You can allow it to happen and be like, don't have to worry about this anymore. It's already taken care of. I'm a magnet to that opportunity. I don't have any more subconscious blocks because now I've worked through them. And I know that I'm going to get what my intention is, and I can just let it be and focus on something else. And that's when I'll go get a book or learn a new skill or do something of that nature that I put my focus and energy on instead. I think it's really important when somebody wants to manifest a certain thing that you think about the object so much that you don't think past the object. So you want the $1 million. When you have the $1 million, what are you going to do with that $1 million? Are you going to blow it? Are you going to invest it and make it $2 million? Are you going to, you want that specific person so badly, you want the whatever text message, phone call, communication from them, and you put it on this pedestal like it's just, oh my gosh, so impossible to get. But say you do get it, what's past that? Is it that you really want a phone call, or is it that you want a loving, passionate, committed relationship with the person that desires you just as much as you desire them? That can be something that you're just like, okay, you can look past that. Then it doesn't seem like such a big deal to have a phone call or text message from somebody. It's when you make it a big deal, that's when the circumstances are like, oh my gosh, I just want it so bad. And letting it go, then you're free to do other things. And you're like, okay, I can focus on a small business, or focus on helping people that need help, or whatever your passion is that you desire. Sorry, I have to go over my notes really quick. Okay, sorry. I like to do one and done. Otherwise, I don't want to make videos if I'm making multiple videos. Being an actor, this is definitely not how I do auditions. I'll do them over and over again until I get it perfect to a T. But with YouTube videos, you get what you get. So another thing I want to talk about too with conscious manifesting is that it's not, if you're having any blockages at all to manifesting and you feel like this is new age witchcraft voodoo and not a conscious change in your mind, then that's something that you have to examine. When I tell people I have a channel called Manifesting Alchemy, they think, oh, what kind of weird voodoo is this? And I'm like, it's actually changing your mind to have a positive outcome to whatever it is that you desire, and knowing that you have control over that versus things just happening to you. Instead of having a bunch of wild horses running through your brain, you have the reins and you have the direction that you want to go, and knowing that it's possible. Because I've seen it in my life and as well as in other people, that shift that happens when you say, I'm not going to, talk bad about this person anymore. I'm not going to talk a certain way about myself or my body image or things of that nature. And I'm going to examine why I feel like I need to do that. Also, so that way you can heal from it and move into the new state. It's all about lessons in life. So I was watching a video on YouTube about manifesting, and this person said, I just teach manifesting to females. And for me, I was just like it would blow my mind. I'm like, just teach conscious manifesting to females? Like, oh my goodness, this is why I do YouTube videos. This is not about a religion or a gender or what your background is or how you identify. It's you changing the way that your mind is and healing, growing, and becoming the best version of you. And then that radiates to other people. It's that domino effect. So it doesn't matter if you grew up in a very religious family and they say, oh, we don't manifesting. You can call it conscious creating. You can change the way that you speak about it as well. So this is the reason why I do videos, because it's there are answers out there. And like I said in my past videos, I'm like, if you're here right now, there's definitely something right with you. That means you're on the journey to find knowledge and information and become the best version of you. And I know you will. And I know that even taking the small step of saying, I'm willing to see somebody in their best light with their best qualities is going to make a positive improvement in your life. Even just small shifts can make huge improvements. Waking up and going, I get to go to work today. Man, something great is going to happen. I can feel it in my soul. I'm going to meet somebody cool or whatever. Or you go to the whatever restaurant and they give you free fries. Like, that's my silly little manifestation I talk about often, but that's when I felt confident, when I was manifesting and I got from out of nowhere free fries, and I was so happy about that. I don't even really like fries anymore, but I enjoy free stuff, and it was the way that it came about. So all those things can be positive improvements to take note of. And also on your journey, so important to take note of how far you've come. For me, I like to look at the past year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. Before 7 years, I was definitely a different person. And take victory and the accomplishments that you have achieved, whether it's your improvement in your job, hanging around high quality people that want to see improvements in your life. You learned a new skill, foreign language, you read quality books. All those things are victories. Like, take joy in that as well. Those are the things that can be running through your mind that you can make your focus on, and not your circumstances, because we know those don't really matter. You can just drop it and allow a new story to come in. And however long it takes is however long it takes you to work through those subconscious blockages that you have. All these things are super important. So if you feel sad and desperate, don't. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get to what you desire. You're just learning and growing and becoming the best version of you. So hope this information was helpful. It's my intent to give the best information I can. And I'm so thankful for everybody that has liked and subscribed to my videos. I appreciate you so much. It helps my channel grow with every person that watches the video. So thank you so much. And my intention is you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.